This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everybody. I am Mitch English.
I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Daily Flash.
All right, we have got some statistics out here that might just solve a lot of questions we've been having. There's some research that has come out, and it says that people that work into U.S. power plants throughout the United States are actually exposed to less radiation than what is given off inside the U.S. Capitol building.
What?
Yeah, because
Really?
basically it's so old, the building is granite, and inside of that granite has high uranium content inside it, which I guess makes a lot of sense if if uranium makes you act crazy or whatever, and there's no way that they could ever totally redo it. I guess they would have to seal it up or whatever. It's small amounts, keep in mind. But that is interesting. You think by now they would go, well, let's get rid of all of it just in case, but not necessarily the case at all.
But I think they'd end up doing more harm probably.
Probably so. Maybe that's what it is.
Dismantling it than just keeping it in place. And they have less radiation inside the building.
Well, less radiation inside of U.S. power plants.
Inside of U.S. power plants.
Power plants have less radiation than what we're seeing in the U.S. Capitol. Because of those old buildings, yeah. And they have all that uranium in it.
Okay.
And
you
now
don't have to wear a special suit or anything like that.
Maybe they should. That way we would know that they're... I don't know why anybody was rushing in there to get inside January 6th, right?
Oh, goodness. Well, an online video making the round shows a 5-year-old child getting help from a crew member on a Tokyo-bound flight. The Singapore Airlines flight attendant is seen spoon-feeding the young passenger from 2 small plates. The caption reads, "What would you do if this happened to you? We're having the greatest flight ever, and this just made it even more perfect." However, not everyone had the same reaction. While many praised the flight attendant's efforts when it came to her personal assistance, others questioned the gesture. A few called her amazing, but others thought the child was old enough to feed himself. I don't think he looks old enough to feed himself. Others questioned why the flight attendant was doing this while the child's parents were more than capable of.
Think about that.
Yeah.
I'm actually just perturbed at this because, when I ask them to do it for me, they will.
You're escorted off.
We're having a emergency. We're
yeah.
landing here.
The FAA comes on board.
I think this was great. I love that. I think that flight attendants risk their lives every day when they're on a plane, and they're there to make sure everybody's safe. And to see them do that shows just a little bit more about humanity. I think it's great. Anybody that goes against that, shame on them. It's not that big. I think the parents would have intervened, and I'm sure she probably even asked. We don't know the context of what happened,
right.
But I imagine you say, "Hey, I can take care of them. You guys rest. I'll handle it. Can I do it or whatever?"
I'm guessing that looks like it might be a first class cabin or business class, so I'm guessing the parents probably didn't mind the flight attendant taking over nanny duties.
Now I'm really mad. If a little kid gets to fly first class and I'm way back there by the bathrooms.
I just think that there's so many other things to be outraged about in this world that seems really ridiculous.
Yeah,
to be
slow your roll, folks.
Yeah.
Slow your roll. It's a great thing that she was doing. Most everybody, I'm sure, at least, is familiar with Elf on a Shelf. Basically, the elf moves around the house for 24 days while making mischief and keeping an eye out for Santa Claus. Well, thanks to social media, it's all about posting that one viral video, right? And perhaps this is what this guy was thinking when he took over the EOS duties and put the elf on a chandelier. That doesn't rhyme. The plastic face ended up against the hot lights, and it didn't end well at all. The elf took one for the team, but thankfully the house didn't burn down. And my understanding with the Elf on the Shelf, if stuff like this happens the next day, they go back to normal.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, it was just a temporary
Magically bend themselves.
They can do that sort of thing.
Well, Lord Sullivan, a.k.a. Florida Joker, has a bone to pick with Rockstar Games in Grand Theft Auto 6. The trailer for GTA 6 has been released, and one of the scenes features a clip of a man with tattoos all over his face. Sullivan claims the image resembles his famous mugshot with tattoos and dyed hair. Now, he wants $2 million from the gaming company for using his likeness as inspiration for one of the characters. Now, this is not the first time Rockstar Games was accused of using someone's image. Lindsay Lohan in 2013 tried suing the company, claiming a character in Grand Theft Auto 5 was based on her. Judge ended up throwing out the case. What do you guys think?
Even if it was, it doesn't look identical to him.
No.
It could be an inspiration, and if we're going to start suing because of inspiration for stuff, we are screwed. Right?
Yes,
I mean, and he's not going to get any money. They ran it through every lawyer they could think of.
Yeah.
And plus, come on.
It's Grand Theft Auto.
That judge is going to go.
It's all about stealing stuff.
They're untouchable.
Hey, we got Screen Chatter coming up in just a second.